Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Silksong. Last time we left off, we got some new things. Well, we found a bench and we beat a boss. And since last time, I saw a comment on one of my posts, specifically wondering if I read the comments for Silksong. And I guess I should say, like, yeah, I specifically, people that have been here a while probably know this, but I'm very careful with how I consume comments these days. Not even just for, like, my own mental health, because it's a lot to keep up with, but also because, like, in other playthroughs I've had entire storylines spoiled, and at times people just trying to dictate, like, every single thing that I do in the game, and then it feels like I'm more like an actor on a stage rather than actually getting to play the game itself, because I have to constantly worry about if I'm going the right way, or if I'm doing the most efficient thing, etc., etc. So, basically, I'm pretty careful about reading comments as to not get spoiled on things, and also just not, you know, constantly be, like, backseated about where I need to go and stuff. I'm more here to just, like, play a game for the first time, and then, people can watch it if they want, but, if they want to go somewhere and watch someone that does a better job, that's, you know, entirely up to them. But I usually just like the vibe and give, my experience playing the game the first time and everything, which usually means that I do dumb stuff or I miss stuff, but that's, like, totally fine, because that's what happens to everybody when they play games. So yeah, that's why I, you know, if people have been saying stuff about where to go or what to do and all of those things, that's why I haven't really been responding to it, because I want to, because it's more fun for me to kind of do things on my own and fiddle my way through the environment. If I was just like, you know, if I just wanted to follow a guide, I would follow a guide. Like, just look up where I'm supposed to go online, all of those things. Like, if I ever actually need help, I would specifically ask for it. And usually I would just look it up online. There's also instances just where I have been I've been recording, like, very, very far in advance and stuff. So there's that too. So sometimes, like, the stuff you're seeing was stuff recorded, you know, like a bit ago and things. So there's a lot of that goes on. But yeah, I mostly just, like, want to preserve my first experiences and don't really want to have them ruined, because even sometimes with people, because most of the time, like, you will have some people that are just rude or intentionally spoil stuff because they think it's funny or something, but most of the time people just accidentally spoil stuff or give too much information just trying to help. And yeah, I mean, that's, like, totally fine, obviously. That's why I'm a little bit careful about it, because, you know, I don't want anybody to feel bad because maybe they told me too much or anything like that. Because, yeah, I have had instances where that happened, where I've had some people, like, give a hint or something, and then other people are like, you were not supposed to know that yet. What the hell? No? Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Holy shit. God, it reminds me of one of the things in, Subnautica. But I've had instances where someone said something, and then other people were like, oh my god, like, you were not supposed to say that. That was something he would find out, like, way later, and then the comment felt, like, really bad and stuff. And I mostly want to avoid, like, stuff like that, and also just getting spoiled on things. So yeah, that's basically the whole spiel. I've done that for some things. Like, some things like tactics, for example, I'll look at comments a little bit more because I know about that game. But specifically for something as popular as Silksong, you know, people are going to probably be way further than me in the game. Possibly some people have played it multiple times. And I don't want to take the same path as, like, other people take and stuff. This gives it, like, its own unique spin, my playthrough. Me wandering, bumbling around, doing dumb stuff. Which I think is fun. Toothy growth that lives on cave roofs. Wraps wayward bugs with its long tongue and drags them up to be consumed. That indeed it does. But yeah, it's mostly just, like, you know, how I handle things usually. And obviously, it's not like, you know, all comments do this or something, but I've run into it enough with other playthroughs and things where I kind of have to be careful. So, oh my. Is there a... Oh god. Ow. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Okay, well that's horrifying. Oh my god, it can come out of the ground. I didn't realize it could do that. Well, it's dead now. Duct sucker. Suction creature surviving on the thick slime that coats its caves. Ugh. Well, that thing was a nightmare to deal with. Okay, I want to get up there. I've also seen, like, other people do, playthroughs of, like, the first Hollow Knight and stuff, and they specifically ran into instances of people, like, you know, spoiling things just way later in the game. Because a lot of things can be spoilers or give you more information than you would think, even if they don't intend it that way. Because I remember one YouTuber, I saw that, played the first Hollow Knight, like, in, like, the first 10 episodes of them playing Hollow Knight, they were like, oh, I can't wait to see you get to the Radiant and get the true ending and, see all of those things. And it's like, that's not something somebody playing the game early needs to know. I mean, it's just a name, but it also creates, like, a... it takes away a little bit of the surprise. It's kind of like if you're watching a movie with someone, and they've seen it before, and they're like, oh, this is my favorite scene. Well, now I have, like, preconceptions and ideas about what this scene may potentially entail, or if you're talking about a game with a friend, and they're like, oh yeah, that boss fight was, like, one of the hardest ones for me. And it's like, okay. Well, now I know, like, this is apparently a hard boss fight and stuff. It just takes away a little bit of the magic, I think. I don't know why I'm still killing that. And there is nothing up here, actually. I guess I can just do a... There we go. Okay, so... these things will be hanging around, but we don't much have to worry about them at the moment. Since it seems like there was nothing really up there. So what is this area now? Oh, this is leading to Songclave. Neato. What are you? Key of Apostate! Would you look at that? Can you come down, please? No? I guess it's not coming down. But also with games like these, there's plenty of things that are just like, it's intended for the player to miss it on like a first playthrough and stuff, and you know, like, there'll be things you find on repeat playthroughs and you'll be like, oh, that's super cool and stuff. So games just generally aren't designed for people to find like absolutely everything. I usually try to do, even if I do have to resort to like looking some more obscure stuff up. But I would still rather get that information from like a source online that I can verify, because the other thing is, like, sometimes comments, you know, like, it's like no one's fault once again, but sometimes people just can give you incorrect information. I've had that happen a lot. I've had, I think it was when I played Chained Echoes, I had, someone backseating me on that, and, they were saying something, and then all of the other comments was like, this is just verifiably wrong. Like, this is not correct at all. And then you run into instances like that, too, and once again, a lot of the times it is just a simple mistake for people, but, you have to keep that in mind as well, like, how useful or trustworthy is the information that you're getting. Oh, you are large. Spider, your stench is strange yet similar. Your tension is smelt strong. Do I seem a threat? Well, land keeps me cautious, tall one, and your claws look to have seen much sharp use. Yes, I kill gladly, but only to feed my shell and my brood to come. Your meat, much sustenance it could grant, but too hard to pry. Your long false claw would slash back swift. Good, so you can sense my skill as I yours. A truce then, that we both shall live long beyond our meeting. You stay, Spider. My brood needs meat, much, the organs of others, or would you instead offer your own? Give the shells warmth and sides, a sweet feast for my brood's first meal. Yeah? Brood feast. Not offer my own organs, hunter, though I may bring the meat of others slain. Good, Spider, skewered, shredded, seared, bring it all. Much will be needed, enough to sate my brood to come. Several of my tools can prepare the meats as you request. I have been fortunate to find so varied an arsenal within your lands. My brood has not long till hatching, spider. Do your duty swift, and you shall see reward for the slaughter. I await the meat, spider. Bring me much. Okay, how much do I need? Use tools to acquire organs of various types so Huntress may feed her brood. Seared organ, I gotta burn. Shredded and skewered. Interesting. I've also updated my map for the area. But this is a different zone, technically. Okay. Well, yeah, there will be, multiple ways to get a bunch of these things. I wish I didn't lose most of that. Unfortunate. I don't think I can make it up there. But finding that is nice. I just have to remember to, come back over here, so let me mark this. I even have one of these to put down. Nice. Alright, I'm free. I did rest, so I think that nightmare thing is going to be back up here. I wanted to go see about getting that. Let me go, you stupid prick. Oh my god. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm out. I'm good. Jeez. Having those at the bottom and then that thing to catch you are... It's rough. Is that all that's here, actually? I don't have the map for this area, but I kind of expected, like, maybe I missed something over here. But falling down here just goes to that, and this just goes right here. So I guess I don't really have much of a reason to be here anymore, actually. I was so sure that I had maybe missed something, but I'm sure I have. But yeah, all right, let's just get out of here. But a good example of this is something I've brought up before, where there was a commenter that was like in my I think it was Lies of P. There was a commenter that was like, "You're like one of the most paranoid people I've ever seen." And I bring that one up, and I remember one time I mentioned that in like an update video, and the commenter was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to make you like feel bad with that. It was just an observation." But I was like, "Oh no, I don't feel bad by it." But basically what I said is, yes, I like reading comments constantly did make me paranoid when playing games. Like, I would second guess myself and not be very decisive because I was so worried, like, oh, I'm gonna get a million comments if I miss this or do this wrong, etc., etc. So it definitely has an effect on you. And you take. I did kind of walk right past that. I'm sure, once again, I got comments for that. But yeah, I was coming back over here. I guess I was probably talking and totally missed the fact that this was even here, but we got it. Seeker Soul. So, cracked shell containing soul drawn from a long deceased bug. And we do have the key of the apostate now, so I can head over there, I suppose. But, yeah, all of that to say, yeah, that's this particular reason for, like, my relationship with comments, in particular. And, like, you know, it's definitely a choice to do things that way, and I know it's not the way, like, a lot of YouTubers and stuff do it, because, unfortunately, the algorithm and stuff, like, incentivizes you to constantly read things and all of that, and, like, if it was just, like, critiques, or, like, hey, this video's messed up here or something like that, or like other pieces of information, it's fine. But specifically when it can spoil some things or give me like help or tips that I don't even really feel like I need or anything, because it can be very difficult when you've played a game before to like know when someone actually needs help. You know, people have seen Twitch chats for like someone playing like a Souls game and stuff, and they're usually a minefield because it's a bunch of people that have played these games to death, so know everything about it. So they're trying to help, but sometimes that can oft just ruin the experience for the person playing. So there's a lot of that. So that's why I try to do it this way, because then everybody's happy. If people want to see, like, you know, a more streamlined playthrough of this, there's plenty of people that do those sorts of things, but this is just how I like to do it. Make things a little bit different, and then people can laugh at when I do stupid shit, like walk right past the Seeker Soul. Hello. This is just a big talky video. Lots of talky. But I'm trying to get back down here to this currently. This will get me where I need to be, yeah. Yeah, but there's this up here, so yeah, I definitely missed something, because this clearly would have linked up to probably that area, but maybe I need to get all those pieces of meat before that'll happen. Regardless, I need tools to make that happen as well. Unfortunately, these things don't drop meat. Because I threw a Pompeo at that to see if it would give me the seared meat, but no. Alright, but now we head back to, oh my god. Lots of steps, the slab, yeah, that's the name of it. And we head back over here, and with the newfound apostate key in my possession, we will be able to do fun things. But another game that definitely... I was curious if it said anything interesting about that. Another thing that, or another series that I've done that was definitely, like, I had to be very careful about comments on was, like, Look Outside. Since, like, kind of the whole point of that game is that you're supposed to struggle, and, like, there were funny things like, oh, I had a way harder time because I didn't find, like, the merchant where you could buy stuff from until, like, really late. And that's an experience, like, that added extra tension to, like, a lot of encounters and stuff with me, because I didn't have as good weapons or healing items. So it created kind of a unique playthrough because I didn't find this thing that most people found. So I like that. Here you go. These are shredded organs, so that's what you do. Alright, that's a pretty good amount of them already. Now I just gotta flambe some. But there's instances like that where it gives my playthrough its own unique flavor, because, like, yeah, I might do dumb stuff like that. But this is also a game where I'm not particularly struggling, really. Like, in games where I'm having a really, really hard time and I'm at my wit's end or whatever, you know, I might be like, okay, I'll seek help from comments and things, but as long as I'm not really struggling, I don't super mind, and I wouldn't say I'm really struggling in this. I'm having a fantastic time with this, so I'm doing it. Here's a little shortcut. Thank you. Question is, should I immediately... You know, maybe I should. Let's immediately just go up here. Give me your meat first. Let's immediately go up here and see about this door that I can still unlock. Locked with the mark of apostate. Skeeve apostate? Yeah. I also had a friend who she has never really played Hollow Knight, and she was playing Hollow Knight for the first time as someone that hasn't played a lot of Metroidvanias even, and she was streaming it, and there were a lot of people in there backseating her and, like, telling her go this way and go that way, and it's definitely a situation where it, like, you know, you might enjoy the game more if people didn't do that. But yeah, she was like, I kind of fell off of it, one, because it was hard, but two, you know, a lot of it was just people telling me exactly what I needed to do at all times. So, this is going to be an interesting platforming challenge. Ow. Ooh, that would have worked, I think. I think that would have worked if I had been a little bit more bold with it. I do want to summon multiple, though. Alright. Ow. Ah, shit. Now I gotta summon another one. Hoop. Yep, screwed that up. Yeah, this is interesting with this weapon, because I effectively have to use these things to bounce off of. Like, that's why they give me the ability to summon them here. There we go. Oh, that's a curved wall, so I thought I could bounce off of that. Ooh. Okay, so I am going to have to follow that to a point where I will be able to jump up where I need to be. Uh-oh. Ah! I meant to do it. Damn it. I meant to do one of these. Okay. This is giving me a little bit of a run for my money here, especially since I'm losing HP. I'm going to wait for the next ride. No! Attack! Okay. Oh, I got it. Oh, we almost screwed that up. But that's a mask shard, which is very useful. Whew. I kind of choked there at the end just a little bit. But we made it. Oh, I love that bone mask so much. Definitely one of my favorite trinkets. That does remind me though, I should probably... I keep saying I'm going to do it, put my like poison thing back on. Should probably do that at some point. Not that it really matters right now, because I can't even use my poison, or my weapons that much, but still. Let me go over here just to update my map really quickly. There we go. Yeah, so there's a few different directions I can go down there. We've seen that room now. I have my 8th mask, which is very, very nice to see. Oh, he survived. Did I get burned meat from that? Seared organ, yay! I cooked them nice and good. Alright, so which way do we want to go? Let's go here. Do you have to make such awful noises? Why do you sound like you're shitting yourself just when you're breathing? Penitent, 4th of the 4th. Guilty of the sins of infirmity, sickness, penance by swallowing. Absolution granted after death. Penance by swallowing. You got vored? Penitent. Guilty of the sins of infirmity and sickness. How are you guilty of being sick? Penitent, 12th of the 1st. Guilty of an unnamed sin. Penance by casting. Absolution not granted. These feel like things I might want. Like for a puzzle solution later or something. 8th of the 12th. Guilty of the sin of irreverence. Penance by chaining. Absolution granted after death. 2nd of the 4th. Guilty of the sin of dissonance. Penance by silencing. Absolution granted after death. Yeah, so this is like, you know, church shit where they're like, yeah, you're not going to, get any, you know, freedom from your sins until after death. You're going to have to die first, which is messed up. Wonder if they're selling condolences in Farloom as well. Oh yeah, no, you'll definitely save your loved ones from purgatory if you buy a condolence. That'll definitely happen. What is this? Because I opened up a thing. Okay. That is useful, but not what I need. I want to be down here. Memory locket. I can take that. I'm down with that. Is that all that was here, though? Might be all that was here. And then, yeah, I opened up another cheeky little shortcut. Because this is just this room now, yeah. Okay. Wait, oh. Yeah, you gotta enter through here. Good. Okay. Now we go down and go this way. And look. Mark of Heretic. Yeah, I'll use the Key of Heretic. I'm in a cutscene, nerd. Leave me be. Go away. Jeez. Give me your delicious, delicious meat while you're at it. Alright. Let me open this up again. Yeah. Boom. More beads. Oh, mini beads. These are the beads you confiscated, or what? Hello? And that just led up here, which is the same room I just came from? Oh no, this is different. Slightly so, but different. Still just weird little tunnels for me to get lost in. Nothing there. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, this might be a good thing. Yeah, it's one of these. I mean, things could still go terribly, terribly wrong for me here, but... Penitence, first of the first. Guilty of the sin of apostasy. Penance by constriction, absolution denied. Never mind, this is not what I thought it was. I thought this was one of the things where I ring the bells and stuff, or it summons like a bench, but I don't think that's so. This seems like a super boss or something. That's what this feels like. Or some sort of crazy optional boss. Before I release whatever the hell this thing is there like a fast, not really a fast trip back. Okay. Let's just do it while we're here. I will say, if this is a boss and I die to it, obviously this video is already late today. I'm probably not going to give them another attempt this time, but we'll give them another attempt next time. Hey, I freed you! You're super thankful, aren't you? Ooh, a weaver thing. Oh, that's 4 weapons I see on the ground. Half spawn of a distant land. Within this cage I have waited. Let my strength be bound to yours. Reclaim the future of our accursed kingdom. Oh? Not a boss. Just friendly weaver statue. Uh-oh. Never mind, boss. The first sinner. Ooh, my. You look wild. Ooh. Okay, yeah, you're fast. Ooh. You are very, very fast. Oh my god. Yeah. Catching you with anything is difficult on a good day. Huh? Whoop. What is that? Ow. Ow. Okay. That feels doable. Wait, what? It puts me right out here? Wait, maybe I can. I didn't expect it to put me right out here. That was very interesting. Very fast boss. Getting those charge attacks off is going to basically be impossible. You have so many backdashes and things. you continue the whole way. Did not realize you were doing all that. What are you doing? What is this now? Oh. What are you doing? Ow. Okay. Are you healing when you do that? Do I need to stop you? Because it seems like you've taken a lot of damage here. Oh, I got you? That was a really cool fight. I was kind of in the... Oh! Uh-oh. Yeah, I thought that was too easy. Ow, you got me. Okay. That feels doable. That feels very, very doable. I'll give it one more go. One more go. I have like no resources at this point. This definitely feels like a super boss. But we did pretty okay there. The main thing is, like, I just don't get the opportunity to, basically, ever do my charge attack. Like, that is never happening. I can be a little bit more aggressive, I think, though. Might die early here. No? Ow. Okay, I did. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that's possible. I might want to go switch my stuff. Because mostly what I want to do is switch, my crests off of the memory crystal. I also don't have my mask, actually, because, yeah, this is considered, like, a totally different thing. I don't think there's really anything there that would help me. I mean, screw it. Let's just lock in really quickly. Do I think I'll actually be able to do it this episode? I'm not totally sure, honestly. We will see. We will see. Yeah, if you just, like, maintain... Like, if you just really get your damage in there, this boss seems to not have as many answers for that. Like, if you just chase it down, like I am, it seems to help a little bit. Nope. None of that for you. Nope. Ow. That was ballsy of me. Gotcha. Okay, that was a much faster first phase. Ah, yeah, there wasn't a good path for me forward there. I think my mask would help a lot. Okay, let's stop being stubborn and just run back to the, point really quickly. Because I think if I have access to my mask, I can just go ahead and lock this down. I could also, attempt to, get some, like, actual tools to use as well. Is this where you... Oh no. This is not where I wanted to be. Ah, shit. Not where I wanted to be at all. This is a totally different thing. This leads down here. No, I want to keep fighting my boss fight! Damn it. I thought this was leading to, what I wanted. Ow. Get me over here. Can you just quickly get me back to where I want to be? Never mind. Weaver effigy. That's for some money. Okay. Fine. We can go this way. This video is getting a little bit too long in the tooth for me. Maybe I'll just turn this into 2 videos and then I can be like, oh yeah, that's good. That's worthwhile. Okay. I was really locked in on that boss fight, so, kind of bummed that, I accidentally fell down a hole and am now distracted from it. Because, I was really starting to feel it there. There we go. Will this get me back to where I want to be? What are you doing? Oh my god, it's these shitheads. Yep, sorry, nerd. Give me all my shit back. Thank you. Okay, I almost died to them. That would have been unfortunate, but, we lived. And now they're in my thing. Snitchfly, pernicious looter. While these bothersome bugs are left free to forage, no loose rosary or trinket is safe. Okay, and now we're back over here. Yes? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so just don't fall down there. Oh, wait, please. Alright, so... back up here, and then... do I actually want to? This is actually where I want to be. Because, yeah, you gotta go this way to get to this. All this just because I needed to change my damn setup. Alright. Good. So, what I would like to do... that's not that useful. The flea brew is... it would help optimize things a little bit in the fight. This I think I want to take off and maybe put on... and binding... nah, memory crystal can stay, I guess. But I have my mask back now, so there is that. Increases damage taken, but also increases damage dealt by the needle. This could be fun. Because I am kind of just going, like, really, really hard. Let's give it a shot. Let's put it on. So I take more damage. The question is, how much more damage? We will see. We will see. But it seems like a fun thing to experiment with, at the very least, because, like, I can clearly just, like, mow through this boss if I'm optimizing my movement and stuff. And, I definitely was there a little bit. Wait, is this not? Okay, yeah, I was, like, I'm pretty sure this was the way I got up here. Okay. So, I might have another moment where I, lock in here. We'll see. Bind. Alright, friend, the first sinner. Ow. Okay, that was pretty big damage. Although not too crazy. I'd be interested to see how much extra damage I'm actually doing. Ow. Never ready for that. Ow. I do wonder if you are healing there. Nope. Got it. That was a pretty quick fight there. Ow. Ah, it did get me. That felt like it was pretty close. That felt like it was pretty close. I didn't use my Pompeo there. But, I don't have my mask now, which is a bit of a bummer. But they clearly put you here because this is, like, supposed to be a, you know, like one of the super fights. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have to keep in mind that those attacks do like 4 damage now, so I've got to be really, really careful with those if I don't have the, other thing to offset it. I can't effectively get 2 hit now, so I am pretty confident in my ability to dodge, but it doesn't actually feel like the damage increase is worth it, honestly. Because I am absolutely just wailing on you. And it's not making the phase change that much faster or anything. And it just gets me killed faster. So that might not be the play. I'll give it a few more shots with this, but yeah, my hopes are not high for being able to do it with the thing on that makes me take more damage. That's for speedrunners. That's speedrunner shit. But I was like, maybe it's one of those instances where they won't expect people to actually use that thing because it's too scary. And it'll actually just make my life way, way easier. Okay, you hit me with that second one. Okay, I'm in death range now again. Ow. Okay, I got hit by the projectile. Okay, yeah. Let's go change it once again. And then, like I said, I could use my things to give me extra shards to try and beat this in a little more, a little bit better of a fashion. Like maybe I would be able to do it if I had access to even a few of my tools, quite frankly. It is a very fast-paced, hectic boss, which I like. It's like doing a rhythm game, except it's like on a high beat. It just feels nice, you know? Okay. Let's give this another go. So we want to... That would be hilarious, but no. Honestly, the tax might not be one of the worst things you could do, because the boss will just step on them and take damage. Some of the other things are a little bit harder to get working. I would say these two would probably be my tools of choice. And then why don't we pop some of these? Why not? I have so many of them, so... Okay. If there's a time, I'm not going to do the JRPG thing of hoard my elixirs and stuff. We're just going to... Oh, hey. I heard you, but I wasn't sure where you were. Hello. It was, Because, yeah, I heard that little critter making noise, but... Okay. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, I'm mildly confident. And I mean mildly. So we'll see. We'll see. Ow. God damn it. Oh, I forgot to take off the thing. No. We definitely need that gone. Whoops. Forgot to do every single step of the equation. At least I remembered before I got too far away. This might impact my ability to get some other videos up. But, we'll see. We shall see. Okay. You go off. Put that on. But this is clearly intended to be a very difficult fight. If not only am I not dropping my silk, it's putting me right outside the boss door, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the super boss of the game, quite frankly. So expending some resources on this seems like a fine idea. I don't think that'll be a bad call. Alright. Let's lock in. I'm probably going to not use my tools unless I get like really, really far into the fight. Like if I start to screw up or anything, no point in wasting my tools there. You got me. Good heal. Oh, wasn't expecting you to come from there. Gotcha. Ow. Okay, you got me with that one. Okay, you did do that the same time I did. I think that's a heal, because I think I've seen when the boss gets that off, it kind of made the other phase last longer. So I think the boss can straight up heal like I can. Whoop. Immediately got hit again. Ow, that was unfortunate. Damn it. See, this is why I don't want to waste healing when I'm not sure. Yeah, we're pretty much bones here. Ow. Okay. Not good. Because now we only have 2 HP going into the much, much, much more difficult phase. Yeah, okay, I did break your heal, but... Okay. I see the path forward. It feels doable. There could be a third phase, quite frankly. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked whatsoever. Okay, you caught me there. Ow, you bumped me with your head. What a jerk. None of that. Gotcha. Okay. That is one phase. Oh god, that was a terrible heal spot. I screwed up big time there. Did I get you? No way, really? Hey, we did it! Hey, that took less time than Grohl. Unless this is the third phase. It's not? Accept? Bind. Yeah, give me your stuff. That was a cool fight. I really, really liked that fight. That was super neat. When you enter that flow state where you're playing a game where you're like, dodge left, dodge right, dodge up, dodge down, dodge left, dodge right, it feels really cool. And that fight was basically just that. What a good fight. Hell yeah. I don't know how many attempts that was, but, you know, I don't think I've cut out many attempts in, you know, any fight here. Yeah, usually show me dying. But yeah, obviously I was talking the entire time during that time, so absolutely every attempt was shown. But usually in these games, I know people like to see how many attempts it takes me, so I usually always show my deaths for, every single attempt, basically. For the people that are curious. For the people keeping a counter, you know? So even if I don't show an entire attempt, I show at least me dying so people know. Whoops. Guess this wanted you. But that was a fun fight. Very, very, very fun. Up. I might even have enough time to actually record Zero Escape now. Is this where we're heading, friends? I wonder if this is what I need to actually survive to get the true ending, even. There's still... I kind of expected it to be the whatever is going on in the mist, but maybe it's this. This seems way too easy to miss, though, I feel, because it was a hidden path that I had to take. Were you just like a normal spider before, and then you got, like, possessed / blessed and became something else? She called us daughters, called us divine. She lied. Called us daughter, called us divine. Bound the skill rune rage? Weave runes of blazing silk upon enemies. That sounds awesome. Rune rage, huh? This seems to insinuate that the grandmother silk that we fight at the end of the game possibly just grabbed random spiders that were just chilling and basically forced faux divinity upon them, like effectively made them demigods. And that would kind of check out. Like, she's the one that actually has the divinity and she gives like a faux version of it to, you know, people that she basically just grooms into being followers that can use these, this sort of silk magic. That was really cool, though. Like I said, super neat boss fight. Possibly, maybe my favorite in the entire game. Like, that was just a ton of fun. God. These later boss fights are hitting for me right now. They are hitting. I'm having such a good time with this. I love these games so much. Alrighty. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.